Hi, and here we are once again, Reverend Walter Mwambazi coming to you all the way from my house here. This is day 5 of our 5-part series on the life plan. And today we're going to look at a very cardinal topic, and monitor your progress. And I have discovered, I'll tell you this, I have discovered that so many people do not monitor their progress, so many people do not take time to write down what they're doing, that at most times they end up messing up. They end up missing so much because they get into this rut of daily activity, and that activity kind of like just becomes the norm, and then you never even realize that you're in a rut. What's being in a rut? That means being stuck on the same spot. The definition of work, according to physics, is effort over distance. So if you're not progressing from a physics point of view, you're not working, you're not progressing, there's nothing going on. In spite of the fact that you might be on a treadmill and sweating and huffing and puffing, if you're not moving from one point to another, physically speaking, there's no work done. And it's the same thing in life. If we're not progressing in any way, then obviously it means we're in a rut, it means we're stuck, and it means we're basically had. And one of the things that we have to do, if you want to really see things change in your life, you've got to begin to monitor your progress. And this is where now my coaching series on the life plan, which you can of course access every time that I send you these emails. There's a link there for those of you that are serious. You can go through and learn more about it, and you can get onto the life plan, but I'll talk about that later. But the idea is that there is some kind of feedback system, because you're writing down all these things and you're looking at these things and you're making comparison with what's going on, and you're accountable to someone, and that way you're able to see where you're going. I mean, let's take a typical example. You want to go to Livingston. Now I'm going to talk about Zambia here. You want to go to Livingston, you're coming from Lusaka. You jump on a bus or you get in a car and you're driving and you see a signpost say cover. What does that mean? That means you're going the wrong direction. That means you're going to jump off that bus. You're going to get back to Lusaka, because it means you're going totally off mark, and that's not going to get you into Livingston. Unfortunately, some people go through life saying, and here's the quote, some people go through life saying, they discover that they're on the wrong bus, and they see that the sign says Kabwe, and it's going to Ndola. And you know what they say? They say, well, after all, Ndola is also a city, just like Lusaka is, Livingston is, so I think I'll do with Ndola. That's not what your aim and purpose is in life. Your purpose in life is to find out what you're here for and to begin making progress and steps towards it. And that means monitoring your way there. And if you monitor and you see that your results are not pleasing, it means dropping everything down and going back to this, back to square one, back to the drawing board, and deciding what resources you need and what losses you have to cut loose and all that stuff. But basically it means you have to get bold decision to go back to square one. It's not an easy one, it's a very painful decision, but you gotta do it. That's why we talk about feedback. Monitor your progress. How far are you progressing? Is anything happening in your life? Is there anything you can point at and say that you're moving where you want to go? Or are you stuck in a rut? So that's a very dangerous situation, and that's why we talk about monitoring your progress and looking at what you're doing. Now, I will join you tomorrow for a final video, which really just wraps up everything. But for today, that's what it is. Monitor your progress, see what you're up to. Make sure you put your comments down there, and I look forward to interacting with you, especially on the coaching program, which I'll speak about in the next video. Have a great day.